So as you can see, look, the houses are coming through for us now. I've done a mix this time. I've actually built some apartment blocks which are actually higher quality. So having a garage should probably be the next priority. Okay, so we got... Leader of the capitalist faction has become a plan to promote art industrial commodities. He wants to organise a national trade fair with the hope of raising export prices and attracting foreign investors. To host this endeavour, we will need at least 4,000 from the treasury. Yeah, anything that raises faction respect is worth money in my opinion. That's a bit stupid. We've got the two clinics manned by. Well, that's good. The other one went to where the one. What happened was there was two workers in one clinic and no workers in the other clinic, but they were waiting for foreign experts. But what happened was it then went one in each clinic, but then when the two arrived, they filled the two gaps up, which is good. You need to watch out for things like that. The cigar factory's doing very well, and the high school's got so many people in it now. What's that supposed to be? That's an apartment block. We're making enough money, so let's bring the almanac up. We're up to 44% now. We're doing quite good in that respect. Why does this always come up when I'm in the middle of something? The National Trade Fair is a great success. It's attracted many businessmen, the USSR and other countries in the region. We have several interesting offers, but they can only be mutually exclusive, and we can only accept one of them. That's a good one, because we've already got a cigar factory. We could technically get furniture though, so that's a good one to go for. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. It's quite expensive, but yeah, that is a stupid glitch. That is. So we haven't got too many high school students yet because they don't seem to be filling up the buildings adequately enough. So we're about 10 minutes. We're about halfway through the mandate in the mission now. So I'd say progress is pretty good so far. Got an auto save. Anyway, I was going to look at the almanac. Watch a message come up just as I do this. So the loyalists are very unhappy. If we build a childhood museum, they'll be gravy. They will. So let's just do that quickly. We can actually build Christ the Saviour. Should probably consider a cathedral before we go to that though. What was I looking for anyway? Childhood museum, wasn't I? For some reason it's under entertainment. I don't understand that. Why are people protesting when happiness is at 45%? Probably because I keep putting off our housing projects just for the sake of... There we go, got an achievement. You constructed 3 different industry buildings. A major US industrialist by the name of Stavros Michaelis wants to build a new distillery on our island. He's ready to guarantee 1,000 annual tax revenue from this new venture. Mr. Michaelis has agreed to build the distillery on a site of our choosing, President. He places distillery for free. I don't need money really, so I'll just decline and get a +10 communist boost. You've got to think of yourself sometimes. You don't actually have to give in to these demands. You've always got to come up with the best thing you've always got to come up with the best option politically. If that makes sense. Well, the loyalists have gone up to 45 now after building the height. We need another one apparently. Presidente permitted elections. So if we ban elections, they're happy, but everyone else will be unhappy. So it's impossible. It's impossible to keep everybody happy. Everybody's happy with social security though, or nearly everybody. Same-sex marriage is not allowed. I still don't know what marina not constructed means. Might be a good time to build the cathedral. Cathedral is a good way to get all the religious people on your side. It's a big building though, look. Just want to extend the road a bit so we can get to the cathedral easier. So happiness is on the increase though, we're up to 46 now. And the army's there just in case we get into trouble. Oh, an election promise has been fulfilled. I'm guessing that's the housing. Concepcion Martinez, leader of the religious factions, preached openly that your prayers will be better. See, I'm way ahead of these people. Literally, I'm thinking that just before you're telling me it. All right, so I lose religious respect because I did not have a cathedral at the time you wanted it. But I'm building it. For fuck's sake. I was kind of right though to build a cathedral though, wasn't I? Just goes to show I've been playing this game too much. Got a very educated population at this rate. Might need a college before long. So basically, the next step in after high school is you can build a college, and then you'll be able to have some of your high school people turn into college students, which would also help, given that I probably need someone of college education to work in the cathedral. I bet there's a lot of people in the church now. Yeah, it's full luck. Okay. Arthur Cloud, a leader of the communist faction, has publicly accused the leader of the capitalist faction in corruption and high treason. The allegations are that the capitalist leader has taken $2,000 in bribes from Mr. Stavros to ensure the construction of his new distillery. Arthur Cloud has asked that you take action and stop the corruption. Begin a formal investigation plus 10 communist faction. Blackmail the capitalists, plus $2,000 Swiss bank account. Ignore the allegations. It's just a question, which one do I want to boost? I've already boosted communists, so I'll do capitalists this time. Yeah, the communists are 100 anyway, so it wouldn't have made any difference. So it's just a religious faction now that needs satisfying. I'm doing something right though, because I'm on 47% now, so which means that things are on the up. And there's still more housing to be constructed as well. Okay, we've got a rebel attack. I'm guessing the one Ito radio station thing's worn off now. So we've got 14 army people against 7 rebels. And they're attacking the furniture factory, which is down here. So let's see if we can spot the attack. Look, there it is, look. There you go, it's going on over there, look. Wow, these rebels are good. El Presidente's been wounded. Did you see him then? He ran into the police station. Here comes some more army people. That rebel guy's not got a chance. Yeah, he's dead. As you can see as well, our population went down as well. So rebel attacks are good for the population, at least. But then we get about 15 new immigrants. What's our immigration status? We're only getting skilled workers. I suppose that's good. Some environmentalists that have hitchhiked to nearby Florida have bought reports of an amazing facility, garbage dump. Its point is to collect all the garbage and somehow make everything cleaner. I do not see the logic in this, but the fact is that what environmentalists want to see one of those on our island. Wait, I know where one of them are. Is it perhaps one of these? Yeah, I think it is. Problem is, there's no place to bloody put it because it's so damn huge. Probably best just to put it up here near the army camp. That way it's out of sight of all the residents. If I do that as a priority, that will increase happiness again. Your agents have discovered something very interesting about the corruption scandal. It turns out that both the leader of the capitalist faction and Mr. Michaelis are in fact CIA operatives. The American government is urging us to keep quiet about these findings. Go public, minus 20 US relations, plus 20 USSR. Blackmail the US. Yeah, I'm going to blackmail. The $5,000 Swiss bank account is actually good for the end of the score at the end. It takes a long time to make $5,000 in a Swiss bank account, so that's quite good. That's quite tempting. I bet it's going to really affect our foreign aid. Are we even getting any foreign aid now? It doesn't seem to be posting about it. I guess not. No foreign aid for us. I want to build a road around the back here, so at least it's easier to get to some of these places. Might make things easier. Donaciano Ibanos, the leader of the capitalist faction, and Mr. Michaelis were found dead earlier this morning. The coroner's report is obviously faked, and the cause of death states it's just a cover-up. As of yet, our sources cannot identify who is responsible for this act. Chances are that the assassins have already left our island. See, this game's got a great sense of humour in that respect. They just basically say that we don't know anything, and what a shit job you have, mate. I work at the garbage dump. So how's our almanac doing? These religious people are just so hard to keep happy. We're up to 49% happiness now. Just want to see where we've got shacks popping up. Shouldn't do that because there's a farm there. Might build the college now. Your character can't build college. Oh yeah. I've never found colleges very useful, to be honest. That's quite... What the hell was that? So what can we do about this religious satisfaction? Oh, they're happy now. I'm trying to do what I can about the pollution. I'll see what I can do. No, I don't want to privatise. That's a good one. I'm going to get a radio call about it now. Bonus objective. You'll gain 40 score points each year as long as the military modernisation edict is active. The military has expressed concerns about the state of our army. Most of the military weaponry and equipment are remnants from our colonial days. Some of the rifles have not seen action since the end of the World War II. Issuing a military modernisation edict will ensure that armed forces are properly prepared for any conflict. Yeah, that's a good idea. I was just looking for it. In fact, it was just down from where I was, actually. So, I get bonus points for that one. Uneducated can be soldiers, but will perform worse in battle than educated soldiers. People are more inclined to leave the country and become rebels. It's an interesting one. That might be a good one. Well, there we go. We've managed to get rid of 4 rebels by doing an amnesty. Basically, the amnesty gives them an opportunity just to say, I don't want to be a rebel anymore, and I do not want anything bad said against me. So the furniture factory's doing quite well. What about our logging camp? Trees are cut 60% faster. That's a good one to activate. Trees regrow twice as fast. The Loyalists posted an article in Dictator Weekly International Tribune that you are great, amazing, super residente. They are hoping that you would have the time to issue a new megalomania edict, since you did not bestow such upon the population in the last 5 years. Well, is that what it means? Let's have a look. Ah. That's what that score probably means. Should we do Law of the Rebels? They are gonna lose badly. Where's the rebel? Well, there you go. There's a megalomania. So the more of those we do, the better our score at the end of the campaign mission. I'm learning more each time. That would have been worse because we could have had 5 rebels standing there, but I did the amnesty just before it. So this game is easy if you know how to manipulate it sometimes. There you go, high temperature burner. I'm doing a lot of the upgrades for the buildings, so the upgrades will show on this tab here, the one in the middle with the papers on. Go pro USSR and diplomatic. It's always worth taking a chance just to look at all the building, the way all your buildings are running. Increases the beauty of the palace by 20. It's expensive, but the job quality of the palace guards increased by 20 just because of the sentry box. You actually see them being built as well. Look on the front here. Look, your citizens do not dare to protest around the palace because of the Presidente statue. I know I'm spending money recklessly here, but to be fair, I'm getting loads and loads of money. After visit, the patient will need healthcare 20% less often. After a member of family visits the building, the chance that the woman will become a mother increases by 50%. Increases the lifespan of the visitors by 1 year each visit. A group of snobbish elitists have complained of the lack of college on the island. This group is the core of the intellectual faction, and they represent 19 of the population of Tropico. 19 out of a total of 223. If you wish, you can build a college for them, but do we need workers who know more than 200 words? Oh, that's not fair. That's just silly, that is. There's no special way to run a cathedral. About cigars. There is a long list of unsatisfied minor demands from most factions of Tropico. All experts point out this out as a great political weakness of the regime of El Presidente. Some of them are unachievable. How are we doing on this objective? Do we actually have to do the full 20 years? Because this is going to be a very long video if that's the case. We're only in 1974 at the moment. General education provides normal rate of education. Extra religious courses slow down education rate by 15%, but some students may become religious supporters. Extra military history courses slow down education, but some students may become military supporters on graduation. There's no need to have any more military supporters. Okay, I'm going to check the mission objective when another notice comes up. I need to remind myself. No need to put them on roach patrol. I don't know why we got a tenement that's very small there. So how's the shack situation? Have we actually got rid of all the shacks now? If we see any shacks, we need to get into the mindset of getting rid of them. They can be hidden in such minuscule places, which is annoying. Some of them can be. You can even get one that's like hidden in the woods somewhere. It's one. No, that's not. That's the farm. No, it pauses the game when it does that. That's a pain in the butt. Ah, there's a shack down there. Some down there as well. There was a person in that shack. Oh, we got an earthquake. Shit.